Hello, my name is Mark Sipe. I'm the developer of the Salez Toolz software suite of products. Today we'll be showcasing the latest Salez Toolz offering, Design View Camera View. This new floor plan and camera app will change not only how you sell, but how design information is gathered and shared. This is disruptive technology. It will change your business for the better. Whether you are a one-man, one-woman operation or a multi-city, multi-state company, Salez Toolz can work for your business. Tying the floor plans to your sales app makes the process easy, efficient, and accurate, taking far less time, meaning more sales with less work. So let's get into it. So first, take a look at our screen. What you're seeing here are different locations at the top. As I select these buttons, you're going to see the colors change. That's the system that I've selected or room that I've selected. Now we refer to these as locations because your AV head end or your security head end might be the master closet and a cabinet in the great room. Over on the main screen are the packages. So as I go through and select these different packages, they come up. So maybe in the security head end, I go to my security system and I choose that package and I select one. From here I can select more, I can select less. Down below what you see is the blue button with the little compass on it is Design View. On the right hand side, the red button is Camera View. So one will do floor plans, one lets you take a picture of that room. Maybe you're placing a TV, a security keypad, or a camera. So it lets you actually place that device inside of a picture, put the icon that represents that device right in that picture, and make sure that people see it. Between those are the comments. So you can see here I've added comments, and these comments tie out to the rooms. So everything is being listed out and documented, making it easier for the salespeople. They don't have to remember all this stuff, they simply have to do it. So now I'm going to go up and I'm going to get right into Design View. When I open up any package, I'm going to click on my little blue compass and it's going to bring up Design View. From here it's going to give me three choices. Take a photo, import from the photo library, choose from existing floor plan. So the choose from existing floor plans means I already have some floor plans that I've worked on. And it's not just floor plans. If you walk out and there's no floor plans, it's an existing house, you go to Google Earth, and I'm going to show you this right now, and there's a Google Earth shot. From here, I can lay things down on this plan, which we're going to do in a minute. Or I have a floor plan. I work with a builder. I save these to my photo library. I can pull the same floor plan into multiple houses. You may work on the same floor plan multiple times in a community. So I can go up and have whatever I want. Or if I walk onto a job and there's a set of plans laying on the table, I can take a picture. So now I'm going to go back up and we're going to open up Design View again. And I'm going to go import from photo library. And I'm going to grab a new set of plans. So I'm going to go into here. I'm going to go up and I'm going to find a set of plans that I want to use, and I'll use this one. So I now have that. And I'm going to call this one, by default it comes up and says floor 1. So I'll make this one floor 5. This is a very large house. So now we have floor 5. It opens up, but it's turned top to bottom, and I want to rotate it. So what you're going to see as soon as I actually start to add things to this screen, it's going to change how it works. I'm in my security head end, and I click on icons. I only have one icon here, and that's going to be the security panel. As soon as I click it, you'll notice at the bottom it goes to 0, because I've placed it on the plan. So every time you use something, it takes it out and uses it. You can only put those things on the plan that you've actually sold. So now if I go to my next room and I go up here to the AV head end and I grab that, I now have my two controllers from Control 4. So I'm going to go ahead and place those over here. I'll put them in this corner. And that way we know that's where our main head end is. So we go through that. Next I go to my entry. And in here, remember, I'm under one system. And this system is distributed AV. If I was to go into my security system, it's going to show that. If I go to AV, it shows that. Maybe I want to see everything in that room. What's handy about this, if I go up and I go all systems, it's going to show me everything that's in the entry. So if I happen to make a mistake and I accidentally put that camera, instead of being in the entry, I have it out there, I'm going to know because I have it in that location. So if I go to the kitchen and I'm still maintaining all systems, I can see what's in that room. So I can filter this by a single system. I can filter it by all systems. I can filter it by all locations. So now I'm showing all rooms, all locations. So it makes it very easy for you to go in there and say, you know what, I just want to see security, all locations. So you're able to go in and do all these different filters based on how you want to present. So I'm going to go up here now and go to the entry, and I'm going to go all systems, and I'm going to go and put in my door station. So there's a door station. I'm going to add in my power door lock, nice quick set piece. I'm going to put a camera out there. I'm going to have my camera right up here. I'm going to add my security keypad. I'll put it right over there. And don't worry about how the size goes. We're going to adjust that in a minute. I'm going to need my door contact, so I'll add that to the door. I need a motion sensor. I'll put that up here. I'm going to need a window contact, so I'll go ahead and add that over here. I'm going to have another camera, so I'm going to go ahead and put that camera right out here, so it's facing out. So now I've seen everything, but you know, it's a little bit big for this location, so I'll shrink the icons down. What's important about this is I didn't give you control of each one individually. It takes you forever to go through and size these icons. By having a global control, I can get them as small as I need or as big as I need. So depending on the size of plan you have, it makes it very simple to set up and have it scaled. Because these aren't to scale, they're just JPEGs. Because we don't need scale when we're walking a job with a client, simply trying to place locations. So we go through that, and then we go on to our next room. I go into the kitchen. Again, I'm keeping all systems showing. And I'm going to go up and drop in my touchscreen, couple of speakers. It's not going to drop the icons on that room because it has no idea where these rooms are. These are just flat JPEG images. I'm going to put in my structured wiring jacks. I have a water sensor, a glass break, and another window contact. And I'm going to go up there and shrink this down a little bit so I can see more. So I can zoom in, zoom out, and if I use two fingers, I can move it around. So if I zoom up here and I want to pull things down, I'm now showing my kitchen. So there I go, I'm in the kitchen. So I can start to place things in that room. So I'm going to take my window contact and put it right up here. Then I'm going to go up and put in my other devices and start to place things around the house. So you can see just how easy this is to put things in there. So I start pulling all these different devices out, and there they are. So that's everything that's in that room. Now I zoom back in, and I want my one speaker here. I want my touchscreen over here against this wall. I want a speaker there. I want a speaker here. I'm going to put my window contact up there. I'm going to put my flood sensor right here at the sink. I'm going to put a jack at the bar. I'm going to put another jack over here on the counter. So let's just see what we have here. Yeah, right over here. So there's my other jack. These icons are a little too big, so I'm going to shrink them down so they fit a little better. Ah, that looks good. So again, we're just trying to get things set up. And this one, I'm not going to put it in right now. So if I delete that one, you can see it appears down at the bottom again. So everything's tied out. If I delete these from the main page, it takes them off the floor plan. So everything starts to come together. So we can start to place things around this house by simply walking around and placing things. If I go outside here, maybe I go to the, let's say the deck. Now I have some speakers out there, so I'll place my speaker. So there's one out on the deck. Maybe I have a camera out in the back, so I'm going to go ahead and put my camera in. So you can see I'm starting to put things together. And maybe I have another outdoor subwoofer. I'll throw that out there. And then I can go through and do another speaker over in this area. This could be a landscape speaker. And then I have app control. So it's not really placed anywhere. I'm simply letting my guys know that there is app control and it's for that area. So obviously the app will control the entire project, but I assign it there so people understand that's how they control their outside speakers. I'm going to put in one of my jacks, put that over here. Very simple. So now everything is placed. And I go, great, but you know what? I want to make a note because the garage isn't going to be part of this. I'm going to go OK. And then I'm going to go save. So I've now saved that layer. Layer meaning the icons. So for this floor, all the icons have been saved. I'm going to go into my draw function. It comes up and gives me a choice of colors. I can go from any color I want. I can also change the size. So I might go up there and say that I want to go ahead and say the garage is not part of this. So I'm going to take the garage out. Halfway through the meeting, the customer says, you know what, I do want the garage in there. Okay, let's go ahead and take this out then. So I'm going to use my eraser tool. When I click on that button, it brings up the eraser tool. So now I'm erasing stuff. Whoosh, that fast. Very simple. I can also change color. So I can go up there and do that and bring up a different color. I can go back to my eraser tool again and take it out. Very simple. So you can go through there and have different colored lines, different things you want. And I'm going to go, okay. Now one thing, remember, every time I save this, when I save it, it's going to save it in whatever state it was in when I saved it. So if I want to show other devices, I'm going to go ahead and turn on all locations, because even though we keep the active layer as one file, we take a JPEG image of this when it's all said and done, so that there's always a JPEG that can be emailed, shared, and printed that'll show all these systems. You have to remember to turn on all systems, all locations to have this view. You can go back in anytime you want and change things out. Next thing is I might want to have text. So I'm going to go new text box. And I'm going to say I want this 8 inches from the wall. So I'm going to go up there, and you can see right now it's already showing up. I can drag this around. But you know what? That's really hard to read. Let's go ahead and change the color. So I bring it over here. That's perfect, but it's a little bit large. So if I grab down here, I can spin this around. Whee! And then I can go over here, and I can grab that. And I'm going to say my speaker should be 8 inches from the wall. Just like that. I've now saved that. So I have some really good information. And I'm going to go, okay, and save. So I have now saved this floor plan. I'm going to close out. Next, I'm going to go into a different floor. And I can go into here, select the floor plan app again, and I can choose from existing floor plans. So here is a Google Earth shot. You open up Google Earth and you take this shot. I'm going to edit this one. So now it comes up and you can see I have a picture of my house. I can use that as my floor plan because I know this is the living room, this is that. So I'm going to go into my icons. I'm going to go up and select the deck again. But now I go into the deck. I'm going to go into all systems. And now I have these. So I'm going to select that speaker. And I'm going to throw that out here in the yard right there. I'm going to have another speaker. That one's going to be mounted up on the house right here. I'm going to have an outdoor subwoofer. That's going to go over here, close to the pool with that speaker. I'm going to have cameras, 2 of them. So I have one camera here. I'm going to spin that camera to face that way. I'm going to take this camera, I'm going to put it right here, and it's going to look at the garage and out. So now, let me see, just like that. Perfect. And then I have a dome camera. And that dome camera is going to sit right here looking out across the pool. And I want my installers to understand how I want this set up. So that's good there. I'm going to have a jack outside. I'm going to put that jack over there. And there's more things we can add. Again, we're going to have app control, so I'll make sure they know the app control goes outside. There's another speaker right here that goes over in that area. Suddenly, we've designed this. And that's what design is. It's simply telling people, both the customer and your staff, where things should go and how they should function. Very simple. I'm going to go OK, go down to my draw function, and I'm going to draw something here that makes this easy. And I'm going to show them what I expect this camera to do. So that's going to be the field for this camera. This is going to be the field for this camera. Okay, this is going to be the field for that camera. So now my installers know, oh, okay, that's what he wants to do. Oh, that's very cool, okay. So now I've laid out the design, customer sees it, customer agrees. That's what they want. We could have just as easily added a camera at the front door and have it shining out towards the front yard. So it allows you to go through very quickly. And you guys, I always call this the Fisher Price setting of AutoCAD. Very simple, very easy. Go OK and go save. Floor plan saved. So then I can go up and I can go close, or I can go down to the bottom here to floor plan and I can bring up another floor. There's one I just worked on. Here's another one. So I can go through and edit those floors. It's a very simple app. I mean, the training on this is probably 30 minutes and you're an expert. I did not want to make these guys learn AutoCAD, learn Visio, learn Google Sketch. I wanted this to be something that was intuitive. They could simply go to a job and get it done. So now what happens is, I'm good, everything's working out. I'm going to close out of here. And then maybe I'm at the office, an installer calls me up saying, Mark, I don't know what you want to do in the living room. What do you mean? Well, the TV, where's it going to go? Okay, tell you what, take a picture of the north wall. Text it to me. Okay, I'll text you that picture. So now I go in and I have to make sure I'm in the living room because I'm going to go to camera view. When you select camera view, it's going to automatically name that picture to the room that you're in. So if you want this to be part of the living room, you have to make sure you selected living room. So I could take a picture right here on the iPad, or I could choose from the library. Okay, so let's say my tech sends me one. So I would already have this in my library because he texted it to me, I saved it, now I have it. So I grabbed the picture, and here's the picture he sent me. So now I'm going to go up and I'm going to bring up what we have in there for icons. So I'm going to bring this out and I'm going to bring up all systems. So now I'm going to go up there and say I have 2 speakers. Bring that up. I'll bring one over here. I'm going to have a subwoofer. I'll put that down over here. I'm going to have a touchscreen. I'll put that over here above that. And then I want to draw on my TV. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my TV. And then I'll go up here. Okay. I'll go to draw. And now I'm going to draw on my TV. So that easy. There's my TV. And then I type in TV. That fast, I save it. And I can go on and go, okay. And I can actually share this with someone else. I'll go save. So I'm able to save this information and put it out to other people. It makes it very simple for you guys to get things done. Rather than you going out to the job site, talking to the installers, walking the job, they just send you pictures. It allows you to keep moving going forward. So we're doing good there. The next thing we do is we go through and we could generate a report, basically saying everything that's been sold. So we've tried to make this app very simple and clean. You can see there are reports, there are sessions, we can check the client's information. We have all of these bids. If I go down here and click on that, here's everything in the project by number. So now we can sell the job, we can design it, we can give our guys good engineering that says, here's where things go, here's what we're selling. I mean, we're not trying to be the most sophisticated engineering app in the world. We're trying to be something that for a lot of jobs that most guys do, you don't need 10 hours of engineering or 3 days of engineering. It's something these guys do every single day. They're looking for placement and concept. And that's what we do. So you guys, I hope that makes sense. Again, we've tried to make this easy. We've set things up so that you're able to go through and have all these great products. This is part of our smart data service where we build your data. What we've found is a lot of people struggle with their software mainly because they can't get the data in there. They're too busy. I mean, that's been one of our biggest perks lately is people are signing up for smart data left and right. It's a $200 setup fee and $40 a month. You send us price lists and we build out that price list so you have all of this data. Whether you're doing structured wiring, or you're going in and you're trying to do surveillance, we have you covered. And these images not only help you educate your customer, but it gets them excited. So they're able to say, oh, wow, that's really cool. I like that. I want that. So it makes it so the customer starts to feel like they're getting something of value. When people see value in something, they're more likely to buy it. And plus, when you go in and you select that design view, now they're like, wow, this is really cool. So I'm going to go up there and choose from existing. And I'm going to go ahead and edit this one, or I can save it and share it. So if I want to email that, I want to text it, I can do it right from here. So again, it makes it very simple for you to go through. So I can go up there and edit, and I can make changes. I can add more stuff in. I can take stuff out. So it lets you do this in front of the client. They don't have to wait. And then when it's all said and done, this is a big deal. So if the customer says, let's do it, great. Do you mind signing for me? Where? Just right. Let's do it right up here, okay? So we'll go up. The customer will sign. I now have their signature. They have signed off on this. I'll text it to them, and they have now obligated themselves to say, that's what I agreed to. That's simple. You guys, we don't want to make this hard. We want the customer to feel like we're doing this for them, that we're giving them what they want. You can turn things down, you can zoom in, zoom out. And what's cool about Google Earth, it always tells you which way is north. So you can see on the right-hand side there's the little arrow with the little man. This works. Well, again, I want to thank you all for watching the video today. I hope you're as excited about this as we are. And call us at 480-982-6220. We'll help you get set up with our software.